he was gagging like,
I wasn't.
We're getting real intimate with the cast of 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days because it seems like almost all of them have some problems in the boudoir that are making their way very much out of the boudoir.
We have not had sex yet.
why?
Well then, let's get into season 6, episode 8 of 90 Day Fiance Before the 90 Days. I'm Anna Rumor, and this is Pop Culture Social Call. Let's start with Jasmine and Gino, who are finally seeking out therapy after just a truly miserable time together. There was a lot of what we already know in their segment this week. Jasmine wants to inject some joie de vivre into their lackluster sex life, and Gino says he's not interested if she keeps fighting with him. And I'm not sure how much this therapist really helped, because things really began to spiral. Jasmine said Gino gagged when he looked at her naked, and when he tried to bring up his issues with her behavior, she said this.
My worst sex has been with Gino.
It's that kind of stuff that Gino says turns him all the way off, but I don't know, this couple has problems way deeper than one couple's therapy session is even gonna scratch the surface of. Amanda and Razvan are also having issues in the bedroom, and they've only known each other a couple of days, yikes. Razvan wants them to be intimate more often, or at all, but Amanda's on her period, it's not gonna happen. And while he's not exactly deterred, I think Amanda is actually more emotionally not ready than physically.
I'm not comfortable having sex with Razvan yet, especially coming from a marriage that I was in for so long and losing my husband.
And Razvan bringing up that he wants kids with her isn't helping. Amanda said that she made it very clear she's not having more kids at this point before they ever even got serious. Enter Amanda's very sensible sister with some sage advice she's surely not gonna take.
This doesn't have to be like forever.
Statler and Dempsey are also having some bedroom drama in both senses of the word. After their first night together, Statler has kind of mid-reviews for her girlfriend.
We have had our first kiss, and it was not great. It was really awkward.
It was so awkward.
And Dempsey is feeling insecure about the sexual experience gap between Statler and her.
And I just worried she might not want to be with me if her needs are not being met.
I think these two can work through it. They're pretty cute together, but what they might not be able to work through is this no indoor plumbing in Statler's cute little caravan thing.
I do have irritable bowels.
Especially with Statler's secret plans to move in with Dempsey ASAP.
I don't think I could live here long term.
And then we have David and Sheila with much more serious problems. Honestly, it makes Statler's little indoor plumbing concerns look a bit dramatic. This was by far the most real segment of the week, as Sheila brought David back to her home to meet her parents. There was a little jealousy there with the ASL interpreter David had hired to help this meeting go well.
I don't know why he choosing the young one.
Okay, a lot of jealousy. But the biggest thing was just seeing the conditions Sheila and her family have been living in after their home was destroyed by both a fire and a typhoon. David was taken aback at the conditions. He said it smelled like feces and urine everywhere, but unlike 90% of the Americans on the show, he didn't complain. He tried to make Sheila feel less self-conscious about it all. As for the family meeting, I'm not gonna lie, it was awkward. But based on the preview for next week's episode, there are way bigger things that are about to become a worry. I mean, what is happening here? For real, what kind of cliffhanger is that? We're gonna have to wait until next week to find out. Until then, let's check in on Misha and Nikola. Misha is my relatable queen, playing with all the cats in Israel, but she's annoying Nicola, playing with a kitten while meeting his friend.
Every cat you see in the street, she thinks she is the mother of the cat.
And he's annoying her by being pretty rude about her to said friend, making fun of her for being messy, insinuating that she was crazy for wanting to meet his family before they got married, imagine that. But when she brings it back up at the hotel, Nicola totally dismisses her as too emotional, and then he compares himself to Jesus.
I become humble and absorb like Jesus Christ.
Either way, it's something Misha said she's not gonna deal with in a real relationship. And speaking of deal breakers, we've got Violet and Riley, who both block each other by the end of this fight. We're still doing the app drama. Tiffany is interrogating Violet about why she didn't delete the dating app from her phone, and Violet says she forgot the password to delete the account, although it shouldn't be needed to delete an app, right? Violet's mad at Riley for coming at her like this either way.
Nhưng mà anh ta đã hành xử như một đứa con nít và như một thằng tâm thần.
And Riley said it's the last straw for him too.
Thank you for that, Tiffany, because she just showed her ass.
These two better call it a day or they're gonna end up like Jasmine and Gino, and no one wants that. Let me know what you thought about this week's episode in the comments. Like and subscribe while you're there, and head over to PopCulture.com for the latest in entertainment news. Until next time, I'm Anna Rumor, and this is Pop Culture Social Call.